Hi folks, I am Alexander Svet, the host of alexanderraw.com and also host of your favorite show about Capture One live show. And welcome to episode number 19. Today we will talk about color editor. I know you were waiting for this topic, right? Yeah. Okay, that's a fantastic topic, to be honest. But we also will discuss some other interesting things, including this particular image, the color balance challenge from my newsletter, last week's newsletter. And also, let's see what happened in our chat. Yeah, I see lots of people on YouTube. Hi folks, it's fantastic to see you there. Also, let me see. Yeah, and also I see people on Facebook. That's also pretty awesome. You're fantastic, folks. Seriously, it's such a great feeling to run a live stream and see lots of people who are interested in Capture One, and well, that's great. This episode is one of the final episodes of the first season of my shows, because in September I plan a month vacation. I will just have a relax in Sicily. That should be like pretty rebooting stuff. And after this, I will return and run the second season of the show. It will be better, it will be different, but I promise that you will enjoy it. Okay, before we will proceed, let's do some regular stuff. Yeah, and not even regular stuff. I will start with not the regular stuff. I will ask you. I will ask you to go to youtube.com/AlexOnRaw and first of all subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you are already subscribed, please click this ring button, ring bell button. You see, like it should looks this way. Like it's really important, because otherwise, all the modern like social media networks and YouTube and all other resources, they are actually not showing you the real content. They're showing you some like videos that might be interested for you. They're deciding for you like what you wish to see, and clicking buttons like this, you're just like saying to YouTube, like, YouTube, listen to me, like I'm the boss here, like show me Alex in the moment when he will publish something, or maybe go to like live show. Anyway, folks, seriously, like click this ring bell button. That's really important stuff. Okay. Another important stuff is that you can save 10% on all the Capture One products. Just click Buy Now, enter promotional code AMBC1BLOG. Click Apply. You will save 10% on Capture One license, Capture One upgrades, Capture One for Sony license, Phase One styles, Capture One multi-user license, everything. Just feel free to use this code. Feel free to share it with your friends and colleagues. Seriously, just go to some photography forum you like and just write something like folks, I just wish to share some really valuable information with you. Here's 10% discount. I think that should be awesome. Okay. Yeah. And the last thing, like my blog, alexanderraw.com. If you are new to my show, here you will find lots of useful information, including my free guide to Capture One, which is covering all the basic topics about Capture One. I highly recommend you to take a look at it. Okay, I think that it's like fine enough with advertising for today. And let's start with this color balance challenge. If you are subscribed to my newsletter, alexanderraw.com/newsletter, it's absolutely free newsletter. If you are subscribed to my newsletter, you are familiar with this image. Like this raw file was available for free for you to download and edit on the last week, and I proposed a challenge there. I think that it's possible to edit this image using only color balance tool and layers, and this is it. Like only color balance, like in layers, and like this is it, nothing more. Let's try. Let's see what we can do there. Like first of all, I will start with this this area of the image. I will draw a mask. You know why I really enjoy mask in Capture One? There is a simple answer. Capture One 11 masks, they were designed for such a lazy people as I am. Yeah, because I'm just drawing a mask, then clicking like refine mask. Ba-bam. Fantastic mask. What I can do with this? I'm opening color balance. Well, first of all, I will go to the shadows section and I will make shadows a little bit darker and midtones as well, and highlights a little bit brighter. Yeah, like this. I will add a slight color toning to the shadows area, and as well as midtones. Yeah, like this. And highlights maybe a little bit warmer. Yeah, like, let's see. I'm just still thinking about the midtones. What would fit better there? Yeah, I suppose something like this. And like, let me try maybe gradient mask. Yeah, I think gradient mask would fit even better there. Yeah, like this. Yeah, a slight brightness correction as well. Okay, that's the first layer. Now let's create the second layer. I will create, here I will draw the mask, like this. So on the first layer, I used like gradient mask in result, but here I will draw the mask. I will draw the mask, I think, this way, like this. Yeah. Now I will erase the mask a little bit. Maybe there, maybe here. Yeah. Refine the mask. Yeah. Now it's much better. Okay, what we can do there? Also, like shadows a little bit darker, highlights a little bit brighter, midtones, let's see. Well, I would prefer a little bit more brighter midtones. Also, shadows. A touch of magenta in shadows. Yeah, and maybe in highlights, yeah, and a little bit warmer toning in highlights. Yeah, like this. Plus, next level, layer. I'm drawing the gradient mask again. What we will do there? Well, I will increase I will increase the brightness of highlights there. And maybe I will tone it a little bit. Maybe this way. Yeah, like this. And the final touch, let's create the new layer. And the final touch, I will draw a mask over this bells. Refine this mask. like this. And let's see what we can do there. Yeah, I just wish to add some visual accent on this particular place in the image. That's why, yeah, I will just edit it a little bit as well. Yeah, like this. Yeah, I think that would be pretty fine. Let's see. You know, I wish to add the final touch. I wish to draw an additional mask over this part of the image, and I wish to add additional color balance correction here. As you remember, we started with this place, but I wish to I wish to add I wish to darken the shadows and midtones a little bit more than it was before. Yeah, like this. Yep, perfect. Now let's see. You see, you can change the image pretty dramatically using only color balance. Of course, you know, like of course, using all the other tools of Capture One, you can get much better editing. Like, 'cause you can add some clarity, you can add like you can change levels, you can work with Luma Curve here, like lots of things to do. But just think about it. Only like a single tool, just a single tool, and you're getting pretty interesting result. I think that's just a pretty nice training, you know. Okay, let's go further. Let's see, do we have some questions there or not? Agostino is writing, I can't see anything. If you have any troubles with the Facebook translation, just go to youtube.com/AlexonRa. Here you will find the YouTube translation of the show in much better quality. Okay, now let's talk about color editor, because that's the topic of our today's show. And like as always, I'm always repeating the same thing, that like we're running the live show. We're not running, you know, like the real lessons or like tutorials or webinars or something like that. We're just like sitting there and talking about Capture One, and this is it. Like, well, if you enjoy talking about something which you really like, then I'm pretty sure that you're enjoying this show. Otherwise, like there are lots of other tutorials on YouTube on Capture One. Okay, and that's why what I wish to share with you today is my favorite features of color balance. Features which sometimes are not really obvious, and some users might not really know how to benefit from them, and this is what I wish to discuss today. Let's start with a basic mode of color editor. Actually, lots of, you know, like for example, when I'm listening or when I'm viewing some phase one webinars about color editor, for some reason, usually phase one speakers, they are just like they're starting from advanced mode, like, well, advanced mode, like that's for professionals, and like basic, like that's for amateurs. Like, no, we're professionals there. Actually, I personally use basic mode pretty often. I can say that even more often than advanced mode. For me, it's really convenient mode, and that's why let's start with it. It's pretty simple. Like, it's really simple, really effective, and it works great. Okay, what you need to really know about color editor. The point is that one of my favorite features of Color Editor is called View Selected Color Range. That feature allows you to see which particular color you are planning to edit, and that's a fantastic thing, because like otherwise you're actually working like half blinded, because you don't know like which color you're actually editing, like which places on of the image you're actually affecting. And that's why if you wish to do some really professional, high quality color correction, I highly recommend you to use this option. Like how you can benefit from it. For example, like this is one of my concert pictures. Let's crop it a little bit just to focus your attention on the right places. Okay, what we can do there? The problem is that pretty often skin tone of like white people it's located in the red sector of the color wheel, and here we have a red shirt as well. And that's why if you would work in any other row converter, for example in Lightroom, or well, there are lots of different row converters, but the Lightroom is like the most popular. And like if you're working in the Lightroom, you're actually like, that's a trouble, because actually you can't do anything there. You can only like edit like yellow color or green color, and this is it. The feature of Capture One that you can select the color sector with this option View Selected Color Range turned on. You can see where your colors are located, and then you can just change the selection like this. You see, now I just changed the color range, and now I have one like sector of color with the skin tone, and another one with a shirt, and I can easily work with skin tone only, like change, for example, the saturation or lightness or hue, and as well with my shirt, you know, like without levels, without layers, without anything. Just select the right color, and that's it. Like you're working with it. That's really fantastic thing, and that's why I really enjoy Color Editor in general. And in most of the cases, I'm using like basic mode for this. That's pretty useful and pretty convenient. What else you need to know? Also, like this rows, they are, you know, like they look a little bit scary, right? Like some zeros, rows, some color circles there. Well, looks pretty strange, but actually that's a pretty simple thing. The point is that when you're switching between them, you're actually just switching different color sectors on the color wheel. It's just the same thing as you can change color sector here or there. It's absolutely the same thing. And what about all this like zeros, H, S, L letters? Like what to do with them? That's also like a pretty simple stuff. Just when you're making any correction, you immediately see the information about this correction written in these rows, and that's all. Like just numbers for you, and there's nothing scary. Like you can just work with this and see that, okay, for example, I have changed the saturation of green color to minus 15.2. Okay, that's fine. That's why for lots of the cases, basic Color Editor is a pretty useful tool. it is also pretty useful, for example, when you're working with images like this, when you need to fix color tone a little bit. You see, like we have a slight like green color cast on the skin tone, not only on the skin tone, but okay, on the warm colors. We have a slight green color cast on the warm colors here. What you can do with this? First of all, you need to find where do you have this issue. I think it's something, yeah, like this. Now, as you have found it, just change the hue, like this. And maybe we will make it a little bit lighter as well. Let's see. Yeah, now our skin tone look much better. You can also fix different things. For example, let's find where do we have. Yeah, but in this case, I think it's fine enough it's fine enough to fix only this problems with color, because all the other things they are not so important here. And like this is the way how you can easily change your image. And for most of the images, you can use only like basic color editor. But why do I need advanced mode? You can ask me. The point is that advanced mode provides you some absolutely fantastic features, but it requires more attention and it requires to be more careful with your editing. Let's go to advanced mode. Okay, what is the feature of advanced mode? The feature, I will show you. That's a pretty simple and a really powerful feature. The point is that advanced mode works actually the same way as the basic mode, but it has 3 specifics which is really important to keep in mind. Like, first of all, that's the funny thing. Like, most of my students, they're asking me like, Alex, what's wrong? Like, why my advanced color editor is not working? Like, it's just like the black color wheel and all the sliders are turned off. Like, what is happening there? Actually, like, this is how advanced mode working. Like that's the feature. You need to pick some color like this, and after you have picked the color, you will see all the colors on color wheels, and your sliders will be turned on. That's like the first thing you need to know about advanced mode. What you need to know, like that's the first like difference. Yeah, like in basic mode we have pre-created pre-designed color sectors, and here you're just like picking the colors and creating lots of custom color sectors. Like, this is the first difference. The second difference is that all of the tools in advanced mode, they work the same way but differently. Much more strong than in basic mode. Like, let's see, for example, lightness. You see, like, the lightness works pretty aggressive there. You shall be really accurate with it. And the same with saturation. You see, you can actually ruin your editing, like just increasing the saturation. And the same with hue. Like, at the first glance, hue works the same. You know, like you can change the hue. You can change the hue in the basic mode, yeah, like the same way, and like in advanced mode as well. But there is a pretty interesting thing. The point is that in advanced mode, you can change hue of the color many times. For example, like I'm clicking there. Let's find, like, okay, I'm clicking here, changing the saturation, changing the hue. Now I'm clicking again and changing it again. and again, and one more time. You see? Pretty interesting, right? You see, colors are changing by the direction of the color wheel. And I'm just changing, and changing my colors. That's the power of advanced mode. It's like you have the same slider, but you can actually do lots of things with that. And like this is like the second difference. Yeah, like all the sliders except maybe smoothness, all the sliders they work like slightly different. And also color balance has some pretty nice features. You know, like for example, you can spoon full saturation range in one single click, like like this up, and you have like a full color range sector. Also, you can easily invert the selection of the color, but the real third feature of advanced mode is that in advanced mode, as well as in a skin tone mode, you're able to work in layers, and that's a fantastic stuff, just fantastic. Let's reset the editing, and now I will draw a mask like this. I will select color and change it. And now take a look. Now I can draw and change only selected color. You know, like each time when I'm showing this, that just like blows my mind, because it opens completely new possibilities for your editing, and that's absolutely fantastic feature. See? Like this. Or I can also change it here and here. And like actually I just drew this mask. I think that's a fantastic thing. And also you can do lots of stuff with it. Like for example, you can draw, like let's draw a mask on the skin like this. Now we will like select the skin color, and I will just make it a little bit more darker like this. You see? And now I can just, for example, draw this part of the face like with this color, or all the face, but at the same time I will not affect, like for example, this hair or eyes of the model. I'm affecting only the skin tone, and like that's all. Okay, what we have here, let's check. Let's check our chat. Oh yeah, it's great to see that Agustina just fixed that issue with the translation, with the stream. Gerard is asking, a salute from Costa Rica. Fantastic to know that people are watching you from such a unbelievable places. Like, I have never been in Costa Rica, but I'm really wish to be there. Will is asking, can you pick a color range by clicking on the image? Right? Sure, you can. I just showed how it works. You can also do the same in a basic mode, just clicking. And also keep in mind that all the peak tools, they are located in this section, and you can actually easily set some shortcut. You see, to have a quick access to them. Steve is writing Michigan. Wow, that's pretty great. You know, I was living in the United States for a while, and like Michigan is unfortunately was the place which I have not visited, but I really wish to visit Michigan. I really like United States. No, fantastic country. Okay. What we have else? Let's see. We are talking about like basic mode and advanced mode. we have a skin tone. Skin tone, that's the third mode of color editor, and what you can do with it, like that mode is designed to work with skin tone, as you might get from its name, and that's a really powerful thing. For example, I have this image of this model. Let's see which image would fit better there. Okay, I think that's pretty fine. As you can see, I have some problems with the color tone here, because, well, the problem is not only with with the lack of maybe okay, sorry. Like the biggest issue here is with the different color temperatures, which affect the skin tone here. What we can do there? Let's draw a mask. Let's draw a mask on the skin tone, like this. You see, like this. I will refine this mask. And you might ask me, like, why I have drawn this this particular mask. The answer is pretty simple. The point is that I don't wish to affect lips of the model, and as well I don't want to affect eyes, and that's why I'm just cut these things off from the mask. Okay, I have drawn this mask, I have refined it. Now I'm going to skin tone. Skin tone mode also works with perfectly with layers, and I'm selecting some skin. And what you can do there? Here, first of all, I would recommend you to expand the saturation range, and actually you have the same settings as you have in other modes, but you have also like a new set of sliders in the new group of sliders called uniformity, and there are hue, saturation, and lightness sliders, and what they are doing. They actually just uniform your skin tone, and let's see how it works. Just change the hue, and now as we set the level of uniformity of the hue on our skin tone, what I can do there, and I can just set the color sample which I wish to use. Oh, well, for example, yeah, maybe this. I will also change a little bit lightness. Yeah, like this. Also, you can uniform the saturation. You see, like when I'm moving this slider, the saturation across the selected area is like uniforming, and sometimes that's fine, sometimes not really fine. That's why I highly recommend you to be really careful with this two sliders, saturation and lightness, because you see that the lightness is you shall also use it really carefully, and saturation as well. Yeah, but I think that looks pretty fine. Maybe a little bit, yeah, maybe a little bit like this. Let me see. Yeah, like this. Now let's compare to original image, and you see the difference is huge, just huge. You know, like that's an arguable thing. Like the particular skin tone. Well, you can choose different skin tones. You know, just like you can, if you enjoy like the skin tone, like this type, for example, of skin tone. Okay, that's fine, but just take a look at how accurate, how like uniform your skin tone looks like now. Just like, for example, take a look at these areas. You see, we had this green color cast, and we totally fix it, as well as here. Well, wait a second. What happened with my image? Yeah. Strange. Okay. Anyway, let's try it on some on another example. Let's try another example here. Here we have a problem with a skin tone, not with the not with the color temperature of the light sources on the image, but with a particular skin tone, because you see, like the nose has a different skin tone than other parts of the face, and I will do the same here again. I'm just drawing a mask like this. Drawing. Yeah, like this. I will. Yeah, I think I don't need to include hand into the mask. I think that is not really necessary here. But let's just draw the standard mask. Now let's refine this mask. Yeah, like this. Okay, what we can do now? I will select the color sample, move the hue, and set the particular color sample here. Yeah, like this. Maybe let's change hue a little bit. Yeah, something, I suppose something like this. And now if we will compare, you see, the skin tone is much more even out than it was before. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, I see more people on Facebook. Pretty awesome. But the YouTube, for some reason, is not really active. What's wrong with you folks? I see lots of people online on YouTube, but I don't see questions from you. Maybe I have some issues with my chat room? No, everything is fine. Looks great. Because I see lots of people on Facebook asking questions. Okay. Okay, let's like now, as we discussed the main features, like basic, advanced, skin tone. Now it's the time for 2 additional fantastic features of color editor in Capture One. This is from my understanding of modern raw editing. These features, they are one of the most important for a modern photographer. First of all, and one of the biggest features, is the masks. Masks are fantastic things, and you can create masks from color selection in Capture One. Let's see how it works. For example, you wish to edit this particular image. Now you can just select some in any mode, in basic and advanced. That's not really important. You can select any color range. Let's select. Well, I will select this color range. Now click this 3 dots icon and choose Create Mask Layer from Selection. Capture is creating the new... Oh, there are lots of... Yeah. For some reason, there are lots of wrong things here. Let me create once again. I will just create a little bit different color range. So that happens. That's okay. Well, okay, I still see some, yeah, some issues there, but actually that's not a problem, because strange, somehow like just Capture thinks that there are some, there is some color, but actually I don't see so much color there. But that's not actually important, because it's, you can quickly erase these areas. That's pretty easy, and with the refine tool, you would not even notice this. Just refine that stuff, and that's all. And what I can do now we can do lots of things. First of all, keep in mind that you can like invert mask, copy mask, and do lots of other things. Just like, for example, let's invert the mask, and what we will do, well, I will make a luma correction here. As well, I will change the white balance like this. And you see, now I have changed everything except skin tone. And you see, like you feel some magic there. You feel it just like it's just in the air, because like I have changed everything except color, except skin color, in just a few clicks, in just a few seconds on the raw file, without any specific actions. Like it just took me a few seconds, and this is it. This is the magic of Capture One. What we can do else? Okay, let's create the new layer, and let's invert it. And what we can do now with the skin tone, well, actually we can do lots of things, but I would suggest to, let me think. Yeah, maybe let's work with, yeah, with color channels. Yeah, like this. You see, I just wish I just wish to have a little bit artistic color skin tone there. Yeah, like this. You see, like few seconds, and you're completely changing your image. And that works pretty awesome on even more sophisticated examples, like this. You see, I can just create a mask from the red color there. I will also have some redundant information, but I can easily fix it like this. Now we will refine the mask. Yeah, like this, and invert it. And what I will do there, I will also fix the white balance here. You know, that's the feature of layers in Capture One, because actually, as you have created the mask, you can now edit it with all the tools. You can edit it with clarity, with curves, with levels, with actually everything. That's pretty awesome. I will add some clarity correction. I will, yeah, maybe work with curves a little bit. Yeah, like this, except this hand. Let's remove the hand from the mask. Yeah, like this. And maybe even decrease, no, not decrease the saturation. Yeah, I think that's fine enough. Now I'll create the new layer, copy mask from the first layer. You see, invert it again. Well, and add a little bit clear contrast, exposure. Yeah, like this. Yeah, you see, few seconds. Seriously, less. I think that maybe a minute, but I think even less than a minute. and I was explaining things to you. If I would like work like as I usually work with images, like in my specific rhythm, well, less than a minute. I see some questions. I will answer them right after this image. What we can do with this image? Here's my another like favorite trick is to create, for example, create a mask from warm colors on the image like this, refine them. Like starting from Caption 11, I always refining my masks because it works perfectly. Seriously, just perfectly. Because if you will like zoom, just take a look, like see the details of refining. Like that's just stunning stuff. Okay, what we can do there? Why I have created this mask? Because now I can, first of all, I can give more saturation, add more saturation, and maybe to work with exposure of warm colors. Plus, I can as well create the new layer and do the same trick as I have done before, but in this case I will add a slight correction to color balance, like this way. You see? Also like few clicks and your picture looks much more interesting now. Okay, time for questions. Okay, let me see. Tiago is writing, remove the pimple. Which pimple we're talking about? Yeah, maybe it's one of the previous. Let me see, previous images. Oh yeah, actually, like you can easily fix all this stuff. There are few tools for this in Caption, like for pimples like this, you can just choose the spot removal and easily fix it, And the same, I suppose, the same here. Yeah, but you can just easily fix it. Oh, wait a second. Not so easily. Yeah, now it looks much better, but even if it works not really well, in cases like this, you can always create a retouch layer. For example, new heel layer, draw a mask like this, and to find how to replace it. Yeah, like this. Okay, next question. Brasher is asking, Alex, how to take changes from one image and transfer them to another set of images? I will show you that pretty briefly right now, but just wish to let you know that one of my previous live shows, you can find all of them on my YouTube channel. Yeah, it's called. Let me see where it is. Yeah, Caption live show number 11, batch editing. Here you will find all the detailed information about this. But what I can recommend here, pretty shortly, is that the easiest way to apply the batch editing from my experience is just like Shift Command C to copy images, copy settings, and Shift Command V to past settings. On Windows, it will be a Shift Control C and Shift Control V. Let's see how how it works. Okay, for example, you have edited your image like this. Now Shift Control C, Shift Control V. Well, yeah. What's happening? Why? Ah, I know why. Okay, sorry. That's my bad. I just set the specific settings. Never mind. Just like I just changed the default settings. Yeah. Now it will. Yeah, now everything works well, because actually in Adjustments Clipboard tool you can set the specific rules for cropping images, and also you can set the particular settings which you wish to apply to the further images. That's why, yeah, just if you wish to learn more, just go to Caption Live Show number 11. But for me, this shortcuts, hotkeys, that's the best option. Brochure is asking, can you save color change as a preset style? Sure. And actually this question leads to the last topic of today's lesson. The point is that, yeah, of course you can save all the settings as like styles and presets. Actually, in Capture One there are two things: styles and presets. And one of the future episodes of the Capture One live show will be dedicated completely to this topic. But what I wish to say today is that in general you need to use styles. Presets, that's a pretty, I think it's just like pretty old concept, and I don't see many reasons. I don't see much reasons to use them in Capture One today. But styles are fantastic thing. And for example, if you have created some editing, any editing, for example, you can include some color editing, you know, like this. You can save all the stuff. Like let's fix everything, you know, like contrast, HDR, clarity, everything. Now we can like just save user style. Plus, there are lots of fantastic styles available for using in Capture One. For example, just go to onestyles.pro. Here you can download 12 film styles absolutely for free. Just absolutely for free. Just try them, and if you would enjoy them, you can buy the full set. It's more than 200 film styles. It works pretty great. You know, for example, let's take some image. Yeah, like this image, and let's see what we can do there. Let's take some of the styles. You see, like the feature of the styles is that while you're just scrolling through them, you immediately see the result of the editing. Yeah, I think this one, yeah, fits pretty nice there. And also you can apply them to layers, and that means that you can change the opacity. That's also pretty awesome stuff. But today I wish to talk about different thing. Today I wish to talk about ICC profiles, which you can edit using Color Editor. That's also like a fantastic feature of Color Editor. The point is that, like, yeah, styles, presets, and all this stuff, that's pretty useful thing, but that's just like saved settings, you know? Like the problem is that, like, if you have saved settings and then apply them, you have like some settings on your image. That means that actually you can't, you can change them, but that would like affect the image. And sometimes you need to have an access to the first layer of editing, you know, like the very first layer, like color management. And you can do that pretty easily with Color Editor, with the basic mode, advanced mode, that's not really important. For example, you wish to fix your green color, like in general, on all of your images. like all of them. You just wish to fix the green color. You don't like the green color which Caption offers for your camera. That happens. That might happen. Like I personally 100% satisfied with the color profile for my cameras, but who knows? Like in some cases, you might like just don't really like your color profile, or just wish to change it. And let me see, like what I wish to do with the green color. Well, I wish to have it less saturated, a little bit darker, like this. Maybe slightly different hue. Yeah, like this. Now, like click three dots icon and save it as ICC profile. You can call it, for example, Nikon D3, because that image was taken with the Nikon D3 camera. Okay, Nikon D3 green dark version. And now in base characteristics, you can just set this profile. You will find it in other section. Let me see, or maybe it's yeah, you know, like it sometimes it takes a little bit more time to let me restart the Caption. It's like sometimes it might ask you to restart the software. Like usually you don't need to restart. Yeah. Now you see is here. Like I don't know. Like sometimes, usually you don't need to restart your software, but you see in this case, like now we see that profile in other section, and you see like it changed the green color, and that's a really like important thing to understand. And you can apply this to all the images from this camera. Let me see. Yeah, I have more images from this camera, Nikon D3. Let me see. For example, this image, and here I will apply the same color profile. And you see, like the green color is different there. Or let's check this image. You see the green color now is really different. That's why if you wish to change your like color profile, you can do this with the color editor. And as you have changed it, the feature of this is that actually like this is the color profile, not some saved settings. You see, like your settings, they're set to 0. Like there is no applied adjustments. All the corrections they are made on the very first step of color management Caption. Hope that will be useful for you. Okay, a few more questions, and we will finish today's show. Steve is asking, I know this is off topic, but can you explain the noise reduction tool and also how to customize the focus mask? I understand if there isn't time, or if you already covered that video is in. Okay. You know, I will, you know, Steve, I will because we're running out of time, but I will copy your question to my like special list, and the Caption live show number 20. Actually, that's like the next show on the next week, next Tuesday. Not Tuesday, sorry, Thursday. Next Thursday. And on the next show, I will give answers to all of your questions. That's why I think that would be the best option, because I don't want to give you like completely like really short answer like do this and do not do that. That's not the best way to explain things. That's why, yeah, I will give you the complete answer just on the next show. Roberta is writing, ICC profiles deserve one webinar themselves. Totally agree here. We'll see. Like I'm planning like the next season of the show. I decided that I will run one show in 2 weeks, but each week I will post like a short, really informative, recorded videos. That's why like we will all the live shows there, they will focus on like the real conversations, and all the informative part will be in the short video tutorials. Very informative tutorials. But before this, I wish to have a vacation because I'm really tired this year. Lots of things were done. Bashir is asking, would you need to use a color target? Well, that depends on what color profile you're developing. If you wish to develop the 100% accurate, technical correct color profile, sure, you would need this. And here I will address you to one of my previous live shows. Oh, not live shows, sorry, newsletters. Let's open our Facebook page. By the way, I just created the Facebook group as well. You can just find it in the group settings, and here you feel free to discuss any topics related to Capture One. That's pretty useful thing. But what I wish to find out, yeah, here is my newsletter. You can open any newsletter, click past issues. And as I remember, in newsletter, let me see. Yeah, I think that was the first issue of. Yeah, the first issue of my updated newsletter. I gave a link to Martin Bailey. That's a fantastic photographer and Capture One photographer, just fantastic professional. And what I really love is that in his blog, he's publishing absolutely unique materials. For example, about creating color profiles for Capture One using like special targets and all this stuff. I highly recommend you to learn more about this if you're interested in this topic, because Martin is much more experienced in this topic than I, and I highly recommend you to visit his blog. Daniel is asking which ITC profile you choose when you export your images. So that depends on your task. Like for web usage, like for internet usage, as RGB, only as RGB for internet. For for further retouching and editing in Photoshop, Adobe RGB or Profoto RGB. For printing, it depends on particular printing machine. That's why there is no single universal answer here. Like it depends on your task or on your format of exporting and other different things. Let me see final questions. Okay, yeah, I think this is it. Like, okay, in the end of the show, I just remind you that if you enjoy the show, please go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Alexandra. And here, just click this magic, let me see where it is. Where it is? Yeah, this ring bell icon. Just make sure that it's ringing. That's really, really important. And also, like, subscribe. You see, only few dozens of subscribers till 2,000 subscribers. That's pretty nice result, I suppose. That's why I was really happy to see that number increasing. And I'm really great to see all you there. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your time and for your questions. We'll see you next week. The next episode of the show is completely dedicated to your questions and to editing your images. That's why if you wish to see some of your images edited in my show, just go to alexandra.com/upload. alexandra.com/upload. Here you can upload some images which you wish to see edited live on my Capture show. Okay, this is it for today. Don't forget to use a discount code and to share this discount code with your friends and colleagues. Okay, thank you, folks. Take care. Bye.